Alrighty, how is everyone doing? I think we are good to go to get started. Welcome back. It's another weekend, which means it's another wheel stream. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you are enjoying being in December, enjoying the craziness of the holiday season, and got some time lined up to spend with friends and family, because that's what it's all about. Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, it's just nice to have a month where it's just like commonly accepted to give gifts and spend time together. There's something lovely about that. And I think like our way of doing it is spending time together in our own little community here. This is my family now, I think. This little group here. You guys are wonderful. So hello, we've got Des, John Leonard, Daniel MC, welcome back. Gray, Raven with the shout out on behalf of Richard, who can't be here from the beginning. So yes, reminder, use this opportunity, grab a snack, a drink, have a bathroom break so that you can get settled in, nice and cozy. And don't forget to also grab yourself a bingo card. Speaking of which, that's the one thing I forgot to double check before we got started, was to make sure that the bot is working correctly to send out the link. It should be, because I don't think I turned it off last time, but I will just double check. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Okay, that's all good to go. All right. Who else we got here? Elarak, hello. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Also, I've seemed to recall your name previously only having one L in it, unless I'm absolutely losing my marbles, which I could be. And congratulations to the 5 random people who got gift subs. Whitey Cool BJ, Kajirashi, Purples378, Bruh, and Rocker. I recognize Bruh as the name because I'm pretty sure every time I say it in that stupid way. But hey, we get there. Gray, there's something funny about clicking on a Twitch stream that says Drool of the Killer. Yeah, weirdly enough, Anthology of the Killer isn't a title that either YouTube or Twitch recognize, so I couldn't use that. And we'd already played the first two, and Drool of the Killer was the third one, so I was like, perfect! It's a nonsensical sounding name, and it's the game that we're going to be starting with today, so why not? Gray, you've got a few assignments left in this semester, then you're done. Fingers crossed it all goes well for you, mate. You're nearly at the end. Just got to get over that last hurdle. Torchbrenner, welcome back. What's up? John Leonard also reminded Juvio on Twitch as well. If anyone does watch the stream on both platforms, thank you. You're awesome. It does help bump it up. In fact, I believe on Twitch, we've actually had a few people follow over the last week, and we're almost at 100, which is wild. Didn't think we'd get to that point, but hey, thanks. That's amazing. I appreciate it. Des, you've stayed till 5 AM today to watch the Game Awards and then had an exam later today, and while I did good on the test, I was so tired. It was an awful decision to stay up. Yeah, staying up till morning is something you can only do in your early to late teens. Once you're in your 20s, you just can't anymore. Also, who else was watching the Game Awards yesterday? I didn't watch the full thing. I missed the start and came a little bit later. Des, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I found the Game Awards interesting. I don't watch it every year, and this was one of the first years I've watched most of it. And while it was nice seeing some of the awards come through, it felt more like the game shows and things that they have earlier in the year to just show off a bunch of trailers. Because when they actually got to the awards, it was like, oh, here's 3 in a row back to back. Here's the nominees, here's the winner. Here's the nominees, here's the winner. It made it very clear that the awards themselves were not the focus of the show. It was about showing off trailers and giving some companies a chance to spruik their wares. So it felt very, not corporate, but commercialized. But it was all right. It's kind of nice to see some of those games get recognition they deserve. Also, what are you furry idiots doing? You know where one of them's gone. What is happening here? Hang on. Ah. Ah. There we go. But for the camera, let's give them some treats to get things started on the right foot, hey? Up there, you can eat. And on the floor it goes. That was adorable, though. Like, I don't know where this is going to go, but it's going to go on the floor and I'm going to eat it there. Job done. What else did I miss here? We'll catch up, then we'll get into some actual games. Torchbrenner, you got the most Christmassy snack of all, carrots. Please submit a 5-page essay on why carrots are the most Christmassy snack. I can think of 2 reasons. 1, they're used in making snowmen, and 2, it's an appropriate snack for a reindeer. But outside of that, I don't see how carrots are related to Christmas. So I'm going to need you to persuade me. I expect a 5-page written essay to be in our Discord by the end of this stream. Thank you. Daniel, unfortunately, this December is way too warm. So it's almost 10 degrees here. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, you poor thing. It was 32 degrees yesterday. Celsius. Welcome to Australia. We have thunderstorms forecast for later today. No, I feel yeah. If you're meant to be enjoying a wintry Christmas, a snowy Christmas, it being, you know, above 0 does kind of suck. It feels unusual. What else I miss here? Gray, I raised you my tuna and peas, Torchbrenner. Ooh, that's even further down the list, I think. Elorek, if only I had 1 L, but I did only have 1 L, but YouTube messed with your display name, so I had to change something. Okay, I'm not going insane. Thank you. I feel like I'm a normal human being again. It's almost the same, almost at 5 stream streak on Twitch. Ooh, gotta celebrate that when you get there. Mediate saying it was a bad idea to stay up, mostly because it was boring. Yeah, it wasn't as exciting as I was hoping it would be. Let's put it that way. There's some premieres interesting, but God, it's so boring to watch all awards being won by one game, even though I love that game. I think it's something we're not going to see particularly often. I think it was worth Expedition 33 winning so many awards if it shakes up the gaming industry, because hopefully that was a wake-up call for a lot of AAA devs or companies that just churn out iterations on the same thing year after year, that maybe, just maybe, gamers want to see some innovation, something with passion put into it. I hope it doesn't become a trend, because it's going to make future game shows equally as boring. But I'm okay with suffering through one version of it being slightly more boring than normal, because a game just sweepstakes all of the categories, if it means things change in the future. And it's just sulking at the back there. Didn't give her enough treats, apparently. Gray took an involuntary nap. That's understandable. What else did I miss here? Some premieres are interesting. Oh, yeah, sorry, I saw that one. Didn't watch, but somehow Wuthering Waves won against Expedition 33 and Silksong in the user votes. Yeah, they did. Mobile gacha game power. People are not necessarily voting the same way for different games. Let's just say that. Raven, love announcements. Would watch an entire stream of game announcements and trailers, but it's not really the point of Game Awards. It felt like that. That's my point. There's other game shows that they do throughout the years, like game expos, that are just an opportunity to show off trailers, and that's fine because you know what you're in for. But I go with the Game Awards expecting to see Game Awards. Oh well. Yeah, I was also up against Genshin Impact. Agreed. Oh, what was the mod abuse? Guys, it's fine. Having my thing lag a little on the menu came up as you typed your message. Did you ban someone by accident? Mods, get them. Get the other mod. Oranges are associated with St. Nick here for some reason. That is unusual. Very festive snack. Gonna switch device. It just tried to time out Neo. That's like begging for this. Yeah, don't time out Neo. 2 days ago, the sun shined so brightly you couldn't even see the road, and it was like 16 Celsius during winter. Yeah, that's unusual. That is unusual. And Daniel, I agree. I am in Australia. Oh, you're in Germany. It is definitely supposed to be cold there. Yeah. 90F, not that bad if you've got AC. Thankfully, we do have AC here, so it's nice and comfy. Back where I used to live in Western Australia, it'd be quite normal to see temps between 40 to 45 degrees in the middle of summer. Thankfully, where I am now, it's more coastal, so it's a little cooler, but still hot. Modern carrots, like traditional wintertime celebrations, are a symbol of humanity's triumph over nature. I mean, that's not a bad opening line for your 5-page essay. Expedition 33 isn't really innovative, though. I will say it's not incredibly innovative, but it's innovative enough that it's probably going to be able to single-handedly revive the turn-based RPG genre. Full disclosure, I've not played the game myself yet. This is only based on what I've seen and heard about the game and what other people have said about it. I just, disagree with it being labeled as an indie game. That feels a little odd, but it's served to send a message. We'll say that. The player's choice is crazy. Why are live service games there? Because people enjoy spending money. Capitalism has won, annoyingly. Gray, talking a bit more for your streak. Should you make apple carrot soup again? It sounds like you can pair up with Daniel to grab some carrots. Make the most delicious apple carrot soup in the world. Baldur's Gate won Game of the Year like 2 years ago. The turn-based RPG genre doesn't need saving. No, that's a CRPG. That's very different. And it's not just me being pedantic. You can't lump Baldur's Gate 3 and Expedition 33 into the same gaming genre. They're not. That's like trying to say that oh god, was it Divinity Original Sin and Final Fantasy VII are the same genre? No. The difference is that for a CRPG like Baldur's Gate and the likes, is that it's tactical positioning on a map. Strategic maneuvering makes a difference to the game flow. And while, yes, turns are involved, there's other ability checks, and it's more, I can't even say it's more narratively focused, but usually there's a stronger exploration aspect to it. But the way battles play out is very, very different between the two, and that's enough of a difference. But at the end of the day, it's all genres within genres, isn't it? Yeah, so saying Super Mario and Metroid are both platformers. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, baiting Titanfall 3 did not help. It's also funny how the last game announced being last just sank its reputation. Everyone hates it because it was not hype at all. Yeah, that confused me. The announcement hyped it up to be something quite incredible. And I'll admit, when it first showed the island in a zoomed out shot, I was like, oh my god, it's finally happening. It's Elder Scrolls 6. Because they just had Todd Howard up to talk about things. It was such a bait, and I was disappointed by that. But then the game itself, I mean, the gameplay looked fine. From an aesthetic point of view, it looks like it has no direction whatsoever and is just throwing things against the wall to see what sticks, because you've got a mixture of different styles from different time periods all mashed together, trying to have some kind of coherent story. And I just personally don't see how that's going to work. There was nothing that I saw in that trailer that I think lived up to the hype that the presenters raised it up to beforehand. I was like, really? Really? Where are we here? Alright, I think I've finally caught up on chat pretty much. No, I'm not saying Expedition 33 and Baldur's Gate 3 are the same genre. I'm saying it will revive turn-based RPGs is reductive. I mean, that's fair. In all consideration, those genres don't really need to be revived. They're not going away anytime soon. I think both of those games have worked wonders for putting what might have been considered kind of a, not a niche genre, but a genre maybe with, what's the word I'm looking for? There's associations with it. RPGs are typically seen as like the more nerdy, less cool genre, right? And I think those games are doing a lot for putting it back into just common popularity, and I think that's a good thing. Because if it means we get more high-quality RPGs as a result, I am 100% here for it. What else did I miss here? Yeah, the animations looks identical to Paladins, and Paladins just got killed. So I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah, I agree. I've never been into those hero shooter games myself anyway. Right Gamer, howdy. Anyone else who forgetting about yesterday? Forgetting about what? Expedition 33 didn't reinvent the wheel, but it's a really good game that utilizes aspects from JRPGs really well, and it very much comes off as a love letter for the genre. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Dorothy. Maybe innovate was the wrong word for what I said. If they did anything, it was just incredibly highly polished. My understanding is that they have done what they can probably to shake up the RPG combat formula a bit by making it a bit more dynamic with timed inputs. But realistically, what they did was they made it like Paper Mario for adults. I saw someone make that comparison yesterday and I was like, yes, 100%, that is it. When you put turn-based input, real-time input into a turn-based RPG, you've made Paper Mario. And Paper Mario was fantastic, so yes, more of that, please and thank you. Richard, time to get back on the road. Just picked up your friend. Travel safe, my friend. Phoenix Ember, keep it real, chat. They got to bring back Motorstorm. Oh, that's a name that I recognize, but not a game I ever played. That feels like a throwback. Was Motorstorm like multiplayer car combat or something like that? Daniel, for some reason, you're not really enjoying playing games anymore as much as I like them, though. Very real and very valid. You can get gaming burnout where you just simply lose a passion for it. My advice, and I know this is unsolicited, so take it as you will. Sometimes it's good to have a break from playing games. Sometimes you feel like you're just constantly hopping from one game to the next, chasing that dopamine high of, oh, maybe this will be the game that reignites my passion. Actually, sometimes the best thing to do is just to distance yourself from games for a little bit, or alternatively, dive into a bunch of genres that you would never normally play to reignite your passion for the things that you do like. That's all it is. It's like anything else, any other hobby, you can get burnout from it, and suddenly things which you feel you should be enjoying, you're not enjoying. If you're ever playing a game and you get to the point of, yeah, but I could be playing something else, then it's probably time to take a break. Oh yeah, I was hyped for the Tomb Raider games. Those looks pretty decent, and if I understood correctly, it looks like they were reimaginings of the first games. So I never played the original Tomb Raider one, so I'd like to go back and actually give those a shot. That could be fun. Like how they've shown the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Turns out the studio was created this year. The game's probably not coming up for 2030. That is so true. They just want to give you teasers of things to come and get you prepared to spend money before you even need to. I was an arcade racer, but if you overheat the boost for too long, you explode. Perfect. I love it. 5 games, peak soundtrack, makes me want to break 30 road doors. 3 Mr. 4N3 when you look at your Steam library and nothing seems fun enough to play. And that is exactly how this channel started. Speaking of, let's get into some actual games, shall we? Because we've got one to pick up from where we left off from not even last week, from 2 weeks ago with Anthology of the Killer. And then we're going to be getting into some wheel spins, some bingo, some good old-fashioned weirdness, and we'll see what comes out of that. I say we're getting into weirdness later. We're getting into weirdness straight away because Anthology of the Killer is weird, full stop. It is odd. All right, let's jump in and get started. So no bingo for the first game because we did this on stream last time. We'll pick up bingo with game 2. That's right, this doesn't actually support correct resolution, but that's fine. All right, because I'm keen to see where this goes. So we're going to be starting with Anthology of the Killer, and actually we're going to be kicking off with the 3rd game in this one. And moving on from there. And just a reminder, this stream is the 3rd out of 4 streams where we're raising funds for the War Child charity as part of the 2-week Jingle Jam live streaming charity fundraiser. We have already hit our target of £200. In fact, we've exceeded it at 250. There are still rewards available if you want to redeem them for things like switching out the camera for the cat cam to be on the main stage. Totally up to you. I would love to be able to absolutely smash our goal, but we've already passed it, so thank you to everyone for your support. It is so generous and kind of all of you, and you're such a wonderful, wonderful community. Alright, so if anyone does not remember what this one is, this is the game that is technically based off a zine. I think I'm saying that correctly. And my interpretation of it was essentially what you'd expect to encounter if Welcome to Night Vale got turned into a game. Which is just actually something I didn't think I would enjoy, but I think I absolutely will. So yes, we last time played through both Voice of the Killer and Hands of the Killer. So now up to Drool of the Killer. Let me know how that volume level is. If I need, looks like I maybe need to turn it down a little, but we'll see how we go. So where do we find, is the Voice of the Killer in the basement? Or the Drool of the Killer, rather? Bonus tunnels, enter at own risk. No, I don't think I need to go there. Ah, Drool. Fantastic. With a broken statue. Okay. There's something else hiding down the corridor there. Don't know if I want to go there yet. Yeah, this game in a word would be surreal. Ah yes, the basement, where I keep my 2 large swimming pools filled with pipes. Like, the attention to detail and art that's gone into this, like, come on, that looks like a movie poster. Drool of the Killer, like those old school horror movies you would see from like the 60s, 70s, 80s. Ah, the night, surreal. Very nice, John. I appreciate a good pun. All right, let's go in, I guess. Hello. Drool of the Killer. We're being chased by a bus. Called Tammy or going to Tammy? One of the two. Ah. BB's report. In certain locations of the city, there is a bus service that nobody seems to use. I see this bus go by, sometimes when I am waiting at my stop to head into town. The name on the front of the bus just says, Tammy. Jazzy Caddy, hey, how you doing? Hey, this game's been on my wishlist for a while, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of it. I hope you enjoy it. I think seeing this will let you figure out pretty quickly whether or not it's up your street. It's definitely not a game for everyone, but I think the people who will enjoy it a lot. Setting out to solve the mystery, I've bravely... feels like there's some punctuation missing there. Setting out to solve the mystery, I've barely tracked the bus to where it's residing, in a little side street just off the main terminal. Nobody in the building had ever heard of Tammy. It's very much a game about just exploring and finding points of interest. I'm not sure you can actually lose. Also, love the sign that just says, we sell knives. The bus stop itself looks pretty much like any other, except that the schedule on the board seems to refer to completely different service. These things happen. The driver's staring fixedly ahead. Can I get on the bus? Where will it take me? One, please. Turns out the ticket is not too pricey, which is good news if I ever want to go on this trip again. Where is Tammy anyway? Is it somewhere close? Pretty soon we're on our way. The bus passes through streets I know, but always at odd intersections. Just around the corner from busier bus stops, as though hoping someone will get on without realizing. The motion of the bus is soothing, and it never seems to reach a destination. After a while, the view from the windows blurs out of familiarity. Factories, suburban lanes, train yards, vacant lots. Look at those backgrounds. I still think like the mix of 3D low poly assets, but with like the flat cartoonish textures and 2D sprite work is just fascinating to look at. It gives a very liminal feel to everything. I wake up with a jolt when the engine turns off, the feeling that I've finally arrived. When I get off the bus, it's already evening. I've been left at the door of a lit-up old factory. Plastic tubes sprout out of the building like some kind of weird fungus. The sign above says that I am at Tammy. Well, as long as you are not Tammy, but you are at Tammy. Okay, we're in the middle of a desert? Yeah, this looks pretty desert-like. Oh, hell. Oh, God. Welcome to Night Vale, so good. I was going to say glow cloud, but there's no glow cloud here. Not yet. Tammy, Swimming Center, Health and Pleasure. I died in 1992. Tammy. Is this a swimming center that's been named after someone who drowned? Some kind of water park? How nice. I wonder why I hadn't heard of it before. There's something off about the tone of the ad copy, but I never claimed to understand the marketing world. Raven, yeah, it's the Australian pool. The one that we named after the Prime Minister that went missing in the ocean. The lights are on, and I hear noises from inside. This late? Well, I guess gyms sometimes open all night as well, so really there's nothing unusual about it. Yes. Yes, I agree. Also, just realized that I completely forgot to actually put my little... very poorly planned light source up for the camera. Let's just go ahead and pop that there. Ta-da! Hey, I'm slightly better lit. Go me. Alright. Well, let's go inside. It's a water park. It should be good fun. Yo had a prime minister that got lost at sea? Yeah, we absolutely did. Harold Holt, I believe, was his name. You can look him up on Wikipedia. Basically, I think it was some kind of... I don't think it was a charity event, some kind of sporting event. Went swimming in the ocean and basically just never came back. So we lost a prime minister. And then we named a swimming pool after him because that's how we roll. Inside, it's quite spruce? Sparse? It's quite spruce, and there's a vague chemical smell. Nameless music fills the air along with a sound of distant splashing. I feel more at home here than I've ever felt anywhere, I think. Oh, we found the pool rooms. Neo, you had a prime minister you ate. No, those are prime ribs. Prime ribs don't come from prime ministers. Just FYI. But no, seriously, what? What happened? You can't just drop that as a one-off sentence and not provide any further context. What do you mean you had a prime minister you ate? You knew when you put that in chat that I would see that and be like, come on, you gotta share the full story. Hi Stella, can I help you? Where are you trying to go? Are you trying to jump up on this? Okay. Sure, we might have a cat just walk across the camera in a couple of minutes. Most likely explanation is he got caught in a rough undercurrent, but yeah, he's just gone. It would have been in a rip, because we get lots of those out here. Oh, no, she decided to go behind. Okay, cool. She's sorting it out. There was a Dutch prime minister who got lynched, and parts of his body were torn off, and there are reports they were eaten. I'm just going to go ahead and make a guess that he probably wasn't that popular of a prime minister. Just something's giving me that impression. Can't quite pinpoint what. Hello, Birdman. The man behind the counter is dressed like a copyrighted cartoon mascot, but I'm no snitch. Ah, yes. It is Don the Mallard. And anyway, it's all for the kids. I decided to buy a season pass. It is extremely cheap, even without the family discount. Oh, okay, we're just gonna phase straight through. Sure. I guess we're gonna go ahead and enter the pool. I had no plans to swim today, but suddenly the idea seems very charming. Why not? Live a while. The Tammy gift shop carries an array of affordable swimwear. I find my size and continue through the sweating chambers. The what? Sweating chambers? Yeah, I've never seen the verb spruce used as an adjective. It's correct, I think. I guess if spruce is like pretty up, then spruce must be an adjective like pretty. Yeah, that was the same association I made. I'm like, okay, you can spruce a place up to make it clean and tidy, so maybe a place can look spruce, but I would have always phrased it as it looks spruced up. A beautiful shimmering patina of damp shines on the slick wet tiles all round. Something sprays me, but I don't mind, as fresh towels will be provided later by the management. My emotional needs met, I may now enter the sea. Okay, so we're like being disinfected before we go in. Wow, what a pool. Yeah, this does feel like something you would find in the back rooms. Inside all the lockers are casual and business wear, discarded pairs of glasses, wallets and phones, documentation about some kind of furniture company. We are encouraged to help ourselves, a gift by which we remember Tammy. Free glasses, heck yeah, also free wallets. And into the pool we go. Oh, there is a little swimming animation. I was assuming we would just keep walking. Within the pool, it is a family atmosphere with smiling, wrinkled faces emerging from the brine. Everyone swimming in time to the rhythm of the piped-in music, and I feel my body getting caught in it too. The water's heat is exactly right. Also, just gonna throw it out there, heated pools are far superior to non-heated pools. There's nothing worse than trying to dive into a pool and be like, when you feel more comfortable out of the pool than in the pool because it's too cold, that sucks. Tammy cares for your health and wellness. Do not run around the pool or she will climb out and kill you with her long wet hands. Obey parents. Wow, in the era of laissez-faire, someone still cares about the little guy. Stirring stuff from Tammy. Good to know that there are rules in place. I don't see any lifeguards, but maybe we don't need lifeguards when we have Tammy. Tammy is here to help. Okay. Sonicison, yeah, we're playing Anthology of the Killer. How you doing? This is the third one, Jewel of the Killer. We played the first two parts on the last Wheel of Misfortune stream we did. Neo, want to go to one of those hot springs in the cold Japanese mountains? That sounds dope. Haven't done the ones in the Japanese mountains, but there are ones in New Zealand in the mountains. Can confirm they are dope. That was honestly one of the best experiences. There's a town in New Zealand. Oh God, I'm gonna blank on the name. What was it called? Taupo. There's a giant lake next to it. It's called Lake Taupo, funnily enough, with the town of Taupo. But it's known because there's a lot of volcanic activity in the region. In fact, one of the big landmarks nearby is the mountain that they used as Mount Doom in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Because obviously they used so many natural landmarks from there. But main reason it's famous is because there's a lot of hot springs and things in the area. And my favorite part was that you could go into town and you can pay to use like the built up ones where you can go into like private rooms, or you've got like the general access pools that are all heated through the geothermic reactions. It's like really pleasant. Or you can actually just go like 5 minutes out of town to a nearby river, and at a bend in the river, there's basically just a free public access spot where you can just pop your legs, pop your feet in the river, and there's just naturally warm water. It's absolutely delightful. And that is one of the best experiences that I've had. In the calm evenings of ponds and lilies, Tammy reflects on the chrysanthemum's soft glow. Help, help, I'm drowning, drowning. Do your homework. My eyes tear up at the beauty of this perfect poem, and also from something in the chemical fog. If that sounds about right. Do your homework is not a sign I would normally expect to see in a pool. Also, where are we meant to be going from here? I don't see a way out of this room. I thought there would have been an exit on the other side, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Perhaps I need to just go back the way that we came. There's some kind of ramp up over... Let's go check that out. There's a ramp up over there. Come on. Through the water. Sploosh. Phoenix has got mountains in America, but none to my knowledge in Indiana. You're just got to make a little trip. No mountains or hot springs where you are. That's a shame. It's such a nice thing that I think a lot of people take for granted. Oh, hi! Oh boy, I'm in the steam room now. How did I get here? What time is it? Insignificant questions such as these melt away in the punishing beauty of the warm, scouring fog. I see dim figures moving in the depths. Tammy is here. Yup. Now I'm in the pipe room and I'm being hunted. The others say that is the quickest. I should try leading it away. I wonder what they mean. I feel like I understood it, but then it slipped my mind somehow. What do you mean the others? Who? Who are we working with? Who says that we should try leading it away? Oh no. Okay. This way? Maybe? Yeah. Ooh, down here? Oh. The pipes are very colorful and wind wind throughout the entire complex. At certain times they're flooded with water or a chemical bath or just hot steam. All at the exciting, family-friendly whims of Tammy. This way? Of course, one of the problems with the pipes is that once you're inside one, there's really nothing else you can do but keep going. Okay, well then keep going we shall. This time? Yes, the hunger was making me dizzy, so I climbed up to the 4th floor in hopes of finding a vending machine that hadn't already been picked clean. Maybe I'll find a locker to sleep in. Normally you can't sleep very well when you're hungry. What are you doing, BB? Don the Mallard, please come back. Look, Stella, please stop playing with the cord. I don't need you to chew through another cable. Not today. Thank you. Here we go. Stella's currently blocking most of the chat, so apologies if I'm not reading everything. Netherlands is one of the flattest countries in the world. Our biggest mountain is like 300 meters. We do actually have some mountains here in Australia, surprisingly. We have like 2. What's there? Mediate, your highest mountain where you live is 694 meters. Nice. Texas is also relatively flat until you get way out west, though near the Austin airport there's a very extinct volcano. I honestly don't know what the tallest mountain is that we have in Australia. I don't think it's particularly tall. It's tall enough that you will get some snow on it in the middle of winter, and they do have a very small ski resort there. The plaster walls here crumble in the constant wet heat. A strange lichen is growing from the brick underneath, almost resembling murals from a way away. I try my luck, but unfortunately, the lichen is not edible. Well, you gave it your best shot. For some reason, I feel like I'd better not open this door. From behind it, I hear a continuous soft quacking. Well, yeah, it's where Don the Mallard went. I can't open it even if I wanted to. Hopefully Don the Mallard is friendly. I begin to get nauseous at this distance from the pool, but it feels like my head is clearing up as well. What am I doing here? How long have I been living in the water park? Also, where did I leave my clothes? All are very valid questions. How does this place turn a profit? If its only intent is to bring people in and then keep them here. You have to watch out for brainwashing when you go to pools. Where they put the chemicals in the water. That's how they get you. The carpet underfoot is squishy, but this zone doesn't seem to have been hit as hard by the slow process of tamification. Some printer paper on the floor is headed JB Pearson Furniture Co. It's dated last year. Been here for a while. Mediator volcanoes are cool, but I could never go anywhere close to one. I'm too scared of something happening. Look, it's like bomb disposal. if something does happen, it's really not your problem anymore. Ooh, we're on rails. Ah, lovely art. In 1992, a shadowy figure held Tammy's head beneath the still surface of a lake. Ever since then, she's been committed to excellence. I'm glad that Tammy, you know, feels that sense of duty even in the afterlife. Yeah, thank you, Torchbrenner. Wikipedia says the highest Australian mountain is Mount, and no one knows how to say this. Kosciuszko, I think is correct. A lot of local Aussies will call it Kosciuszko, but I'm pretty sure it's Mount Kosciuszko. Something like that. I could be wrong. Maybe, yeah, because you'd be dead. Exactly. That's the whole thing. If something happens with the volcano while you're visiting it, it'll very quickly become not your problem to worry about. George Brenner, while you're at it, how tall is the mountain? Alright, what else have we got to see in this little art gallery at the pool? Many historic buildings have become home to Tammy, whether they wanted to or not. Above all things, she loves the water. I'm so glad Tammy's looking out for us and caring for our water supply, water sources, bodies of water. In death, Tammy was granted a vision of the new economy. Political scientists refer to this as Economy 2. Water parks play a large, if mysterious, role in the world that is to come. I might be looking at that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's a penis. Like, am I meant to be seeing something else? Oh, hi Tammy. How do you like my paintings? Aren't you happy to be here with Tammy? I'd love to talk, but really must be going. Goodbye, so long, nothing personal. I love water spirits, really. Help! Okay, thank you, Tammy. We need to go now. Am I going in this direction? Ooh, yeah, this looks good. Tired? Feel the lethargic and depressed? Why not cool off? Take a swim, soothing waters, and forget sweet ocean waves, rolling, drowning, swimming, laughing, hating. Could be you? Hello. Throbbing, rolling, throbbing waves of waves and soothe your muscles in jacuzzi. Enjoy bath, enjoy Tammy. Everybody was so sweet to me when I woke up the floor. You can be me, loving to be loved and choke on brine. Who put me here? I can feel the waters lapping. Oh, to be held, the nicest thing in life, life, death, death. Tammy, you seem to be flooding. Doesn't make a big deal, but I'm actually allergic to drowning. Hey, in the sauna, the mist feels more choking than before. Heavier, wetter. Dark pools of grease solidify on the reflecting walls and puddle on the tiles. I think the most disappointing thing with the chase sequences is I don't have time to read everything while also running away. Hello? Where am I going? I touch one of the mist people and my hand grips running jelly, slipping and dribbling away from the bone. Huge eyes regard me and then turn away, back towards the dense patterns of the fog. Oh, I guess that's what happens if you stay here too long. When I finally reach the pool again, the water's dark and glistens like wet tar. I want to climb in and swim in the pool. What is this place doing to my brain? Is this swimbofication? There's a word I've never heard before. But we should get in the water, right? It looks quite inviting. I'm also wondering if I'm about to be jump scared by something. George Brenner, that's a fantastic comment. Also, I can't harsh on Australians too hard for pronouncing Kosciuszko inaccurately. Yo had us convinced Uluru was pronounced Ayers Rock for years. I mean, I can see the resemblance between those two words. Like, I get where the confusion comes from. Well, let's go for a swim. What's the worst that could happen? It looks cozy in here. We're gonna stay away from Tammy. I know you're very protective of these waters, but you do need to share them. The water has a horrible gel feeling and I love it. I can't sense the bottom or see beneath the surface. Something underneath brushes past my leg. I love it here. I never want to leave. I can't see where I'm going because I can't control the camera. So we're just gonna keep on going and hope for the best. Yeah, oh. You know that thing of like out of the frying pan into the fire? This game's great at that. Run away from one thing that's causing you existential dread and then run straight into existential dread. Zonorix, as a Polish person, I don't like how you just said Kosciuszko. I know I'm probably saying it wrong. I don't know how you would phonetically put the pronunciation into the chat though, so good luck. Zonorix, the game feels like a... Also, hi Zonorix, how you doing? This game feels like a fake game made for a web series, if you know what I mean, like Pets Corp. I mean, you're not too far off. It is based on a zine, or it is a zine. I'm not 100% sure how it all ties into the universe, but it's here. Is this the way out? I'm in a net of tunnels wending deep into the dark. I feel Tammy's clammy grip upon my ankles and hear her wet voice croaking in my ear. The current pulls me onwards. A zine is Z-I-N-E. It's like short for magazine. It's like a self-published magazine was the explanation I got last time. Hi there, friend. It's clearly pronounced Cuzco, right? Like Cuzco's poison. The poison for Cuzco. Oh yeah, that's the one. Hello? Oh, okay, we're swimming again. Tammy. Where are you, Tammy? Hello? Oh, this is like the way out. There's a big arrow. It must be the way out. In the middle of the pipes, I see a piece of the old office leading down beneath the water. The metal walls behind me contract and move closer. When in Rome, I hold my breath. Down we go. Hold your breath real good. It's an interesting way to make use of the game's like limited movement to force the player down underneath a thing. Okay. Perfect. So just go for a little swim. Through the last door, I find a closet filled with cleaning supplies and dusty bottles of chlorine. None of it looks to have been touched for years. Behind me, water pools beneath the door. You like? Help self. I changed. Changed past need for these some time ago. Why spoil my lovely mold? Organic's best. Wait, what? You mean that... You mean all this time I've been swimming in an unchlorinated swimming pool? Yeah, how? Tammy, I thought you cared about safety. You know that's bad. What a perfect gif, by the way. Ow! I could have gotten a brain disease. I could have got chlamydia. F you and your haunted swimming pool. Oops. Tammy, you still around? I bet you're going now. Don't get up, I can see myself out, so long! My escape from the clutches of Tammy successful, nothing else remained but to make the long walk back into town. Since then, everything's been normal, with just one odd exception. The bus that went to Tammy now passes by my house. Oh. That sounds like a nice little vacation. Good way to get out of the city for a bit. That is the end of chapter 3. We did it. We survived Tammy, which explains this setting down here now with the pipes and the water and all the rest of it. They really should have had their safety regulations up to scratch, realistically. It is Tammy's fault that we had to do what we had to do. But why was it called drool? And what's down this corridor? Hello? Friends? Oh, hi. You can't fool me. This bear is just special effects. Did we really just get the 1 drinks ticket? Yeah. Now playing Melmo the Wanderer. Oh, nope. From back here, I actually thought that was like a little room, but no, it is art. So much art. And then our favorite, cats. Love it. Very cool chapter. Is this the end of the game? Felt like it. That was the end of one of like 7 or 8 chapters that are in this game. Flesh. So this is another one, which would be the flesh of the killer. And then there's something else up here. This feels like I'm going up into like an upstairs Chinese restaurant for some reason. I think it's the orange and the yellow. Then we have the blood of the killer. This is kind of... How much were tickets again? I'm becoming increasingly skeptical that all the young people love it. Yeah, I agree. It's quite artsy, isn't it? Ah, yes. The blood of the killer. I don't think that's the one that we're up to yet. At least it's not... Oh, nope, nope. You don't get me that easily, Zonorix. The ears of the killer. Friendly little conch shell over there. There's another floor. What are you guys doing up here? Hi. What if the activities are still happening outside? There'll be plenty of time left over for activities. Then we have the heart. And whatever this is, the face. Ah, that's the last one. Yeah, we don't want to go there. Also, we are out of time. So let's hold a vote and decide what we're going to be doing next. I'm just trying to see what I'm clicking because there is a cat in the way. Over to the polls. I forgot to end the poll from last time. Start the poll. Get your votes in. Do you want to see another 30 minutes of this game? Or do you want to move on to something else? The choice is yours. I think this is the kind of game that I'm very happy to stream because it is just wild. You don't know what's going to happen next. It's just always intriguing to go a little further. But if we move on to the next game, we can play some bingo. And that is also good fun. No promises that the next game is going to be good. It is going to be a game. Ooh, this is a contested poll. It's not a straight one-sided victory for one of them. Looks like, unless things change quickly, Spin is going to win, though. Mediate, want to see the rest of the game yourself? Great game presentation. I agree. It feels like living a fever dream, and that is a good thing. Okay, poll has ended, and we ended on Spin. So Spin it is. Also, I have to double check. Who was it that suggested this game originally? Ooh, where are we? Get up here. Anthology of the Killer was... That's just info. Was suggested by Elarak, yeah, who was here earlier. Fantastic. So thank you very much for the suggestion. I have enjoyed my time with the game, and I may go back to experience more of it just because it is intriguing. But also, Anthology of the Killer will not be too far away in the Steam Sequence series, so we'll actually be playing through it all at some point. Alright, but we are done, and the only way to exit the game is to go into this back alley and get murdered by bears. Yeah, that was Anthology of the Killer. Unfortunately, we are now moving on to a new game. So make sure you've got your bingo cards at the ready. We actually need to not do this wheel first. We need to do the bingo size wheel. Let's see what size bingo we're going to do first today. By the way, Wiki says a better pronunciation for that mountain would be Kosciuszko. Yeah, maybe that is correct. Kosciuszko. Kosciuszko. That's a tongue twister if I ever had one. Okay, we're just going to be doing a standard 5x5, which is actually what we're already on. So it's going to scramble and clear all cards so that we're... No, wait, that's a 6. Don't get me that easily. Make sure we've got the free space. There we go. Now we'll do that. Perfect. All right, yes, bingo size bingo. Not going to complain about that. All right, let's see what we're actually playing, shall we? Now, I believe we should have Raven at the helm for the bingo list today. So shout out, thank you, Raven. Show them some love in the chat. Appreciate you being hands-on for today. We currently have 255 games on the wheel. Also, Stella is making a move. Gotta get comfy over there. Hang on. Oh, there she is. Adorable. She's found her spot. All right, let's spin and see what we're playing first today. We are never going to run out of games on this wheel. And thank you for that. I love that there are so many games that, in your opinion, deserve a little more attention. Starting with some whimsical wizardry. Let's have a look, shall we? What is whimsical wizardry? It is free. I'm never going to say no to that. And let's just check who it was that submitted this. Whimsical Wizardry comes to us from the man with the plan. This was from September 2024. And apparently, it is multiplayer only, 4 to 8 players. So we're going to have to figure out who wants to play this with me. All right. Oh. What did we miss there? Oops, that comment was wrongly said. What comment? Did I miss one? Oh, sorry if I misspoke something. Halfway to 45 games away from 300. Close. Oh my god, how many games are there on Steam? Lots. On our list, 255. Yeah, this was submitted by the man with the plan, and oh, it's Windows only. That's unfortunate. Okay. Mediate, humbly offer yourself to play a fun multiplayer game. Absolutely. We'll see if we can get enough people for it. All right, so let's have a quick look though, see what we can get for bingo. So, Whimsical Wizardry is a multiplayer party game about casting spells at your friends. Okay, sounds like they're taking some concepts from Magicka. Turn 8 maps and 4 game modes into a chaotic battlefield as you scramble for victory. Who will be the best, worst wizard of them all? All of us. We're all bad wizards. And it's free, so that's a win. All right, what else do we have? It has 17 reviews, so definitely less than 200. Release date is after 2020, because it was July 2024. It is technically the same developer and publisher, Silver Standard Studios, who have not made anything else. So yeah, only made one game. Also though, by this person, Algonquin College Capstone Games. Is this a student project? Let's watch the trailer. Let's have a look. It's 59 seconds, so it is technically less than a minute. Oh, let's turn that up. Wiztopia, okay. Okay, 3D environments. Now, while it's true that this year's entrants are less magically inclined, I have no doubts that this year's tournament... Okay, the wizard sides are cute. Oh no. Okay, this feels like a student project, just with the voice acting and the song. What? Here, I'm gonna bump this up. Whether it be ice or electricity, they're here for some whimsical wizardry, whimsical wizardry. We love casting spells, you see? Whimsical wizardry. Yeah, sorry, the volume is a little bit low. I bumped up towards the end there, hopefully that was a bit better, but yeah, it seems like they wrote their own theme song for the game. That's That's a take. It definitely gives it more personality and makes it stand out a little bit more amongst other games that we've played. I like the vibes it's giving off. Whimsical is definitely correct. Okay, multiplayer game about customers and friends. 20 unique spells at your friends and enemies. Oh, we got unique. We got unique in the description. Each with their own wacky effects. Customize your wizard before heading into battle. Whimsical Wizards is developed by Silver Standard Studios, an independent game studio based out of Ottawa, Ontario. Heck yeah, we got a Canadian game. You love to see it. And yes, we do have a free OST as well. Technically that is DLC. It's free DLC. So we have an OST. You're right, Phoenix Studio. Fairly Odd Parents vibe from the song. Yes, 100%. That's what it was reminding me of. But yeah, we have an OST and we have DLC. The game is free to play, but there is no demo. We do have full controller support. We'll take that. It is Steam Deck compatible. It does not have 20 achievements though, so we don't get the tile for that one. It doesn't know what it's related to. Oh, and multiplayer. I think that's still a tile. I think that's still a tile. We might have removed that. I can't remember. Oh, here we go. Related games down here are Slime Rancher 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, and Haste. I am going to say that related games are unrelated, for sure. Oh yeah, have we had any updates? Let's have a look. Yes, we've got 2 sets of patch notes. The game has been updated. Absolutely. We don't have any links to socials down the bottom though, so no luck on the website or the YouTube channel unless someone wants to do some digging to see if they have got it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that the related games are unrelated for sure. Yeah, the middle 2 ones are at least whimsical, but not the same genre, not multiplayer. You know, that kind of makes me wonder, if a game is mildly decent, as in it's not malware, do you buy their OSTs if it's available? I do for some games, yes. Especially if I want to be able to use the OST in a video that I'm making, I will go ahead and purchase it just because it's so much easier than trying to record the music from within the game itself. That's very time consuming. So yeah, if there's an OST available, often I do purchase it. Gates, the game suggestion in chat. No, I don't believe so. Unless the man with the plan is somewhere hiding here under a different username, I don't believe that they're here. Found a Twitter and a Facebook, but they don't have a website. That's okay, that happens. All right, let's get this one added to the library and downloading. I will put you guys over to a holding screen just for a sec with some music so you can have a crack at the Wordle. And then we'll figure out who we're going to be playing with and carry right along because this is going to be good fun. I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty. Oh, well, it came right in as we failed it. Stood was not it. Unfortunate. The Chancellor is messing with you. Sorry. Not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. But unlucky. But it's good timing because we're about to get ready. So, we are going to be jumping into some whimsical wizardry. Do we have a handful of other players who have also downloaded the game and ready to go? I can see Mady8's got it, Zonarix has got it. Jazzy, oh, did Jazzy actually get the correct answer? All right, well, in that case, Jazzy Caddy, you can mark off the bingo tile, but nobody else can. That's a personal win, and I always like that. Jazzy Caddy just clutching it for themselves. All right, before we dive in, was there anything else that we needed to check on the store page? I think we got everything that we could have out of it. There were no gifts in the description. It does not have any trading cards. We do have a manual for it, which you don't see every day. No, wait, wrong game. That's Anthology of the Killer. We want Whimsical Wizardry. Here. There we go. Let's look at the wrong game. Okay, yes, only 15 achievements, no trading cards. Cool. Anime Frack 3. Who is that, by the way? You're on my friends list, so you must be someone here. And Dez is here as well. Who else wants to join in? Because we'll have room for a handful of people. Let's go ahead and boot it up because we can at the very least... Oh, it actually prefers to use a controller. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Yeah, show of hands, we'll add some people in. Oh, Maxim Cheese, that's you. You are the anime frick. It's Unreal Engine and Silver Stanchion. Okay, so we've got Game Dev logo and Game Engine logo. The music just stopped. There we go, we're good. Settings. We do not have separate audio sliders. For the first time in a long time, we only have master volume and nothing else. Also, oh, there we go. That's how we get out of the menu. It's a little clunky, but it's fine. Video quality is high. Resolution was 4K. It did detect it correctly. Good job. I also don't appear to be able to change it to anything else, so that's fine. So, detected the correct resolution. Keyboard and controller is not rebindable, which is a shame. And I'm willing to bet it will not have the correct glyphs, but it's actually avoided it by just not labeling it. Jump, spell swap, interact / ponder. Melee attack, basic spell, item spell. Okay, okay. I like it. Yeah, the UI is clunky, but it's functional. I would not say it's an eyesore. If anything, I would say that it's actually quite thematic. Spellbook, what have we got going on here? Attraction magnet, big beam, disintegrates all in its path but prevents the caster from moving. That sounds like fun. Black hole, blink, chaos, continually cast random spells for a few seconds. I will say this is a bit of an eyesore because it's slightly blurry, a little bit hard to read. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say actually UI is an eyesore simply because it's just a little low quality. For even like at a 4K resolution, this should be crisper. What else did I miss? Gust 4K seems to be default. You have a 1080p monitor and it put it on 4K. I didn't seem to be able to change it, at least not on controller. But that's fine. It's still technically the correct resolution. Obviously we get magic. Is jump confirmed? I don't recall seeing a jump in the trailer, but maybe I just missed it. But we definitely get magic. Okay. Mage Hand, Magic Missile Plus. There's no standard Magic Missile, just the plus version. 3 massive heat-seeking missiles to launch wizards. Meteor, Polymorph, Rock Slide, Shockwave, Skeleton Swarm, Tornado, Webshot. What is the bet that at least one of these spells is utterly overpowered? Oh no, you're right. Yes, sorry. There is a jump button, John. You're 100% correct. There is a jump button, so we have jump. That is confirmed. Okay. Wouldn't call it an eyesore, just kind of underwhelming. It does the job. Oh, we do have credits. Credits found. Artists, handful of people, level design stuff. This is the entire team. Also, there is no controller support for that menu. Other ones you have to move the cursor around and down onto the back button, but not in that one. I didn't see any rebindable controls. Yeah, even on keyboard, there's no way to rebind them on there. So, no go. Okay. We are going to host. It is just going to be Graeldon's server. Come on in. Oh, we're straight in? I guess you guys should be able to see an open server, I hope. Pew pew. And then you get a melee attack. Hey, Gust is here. Hello, enjoy playing on Australian ping. Yep, we definitely have a jump, that is confirmed. Gust is here, Mediate's here. Woo! Straight off into the edge. Neo's here. Yeah, you can't really change direction once you're in a jump. Only a little bit. Wow. Just got absolutely murdered. What button swaps spells? Or do you have to find a spell? Ah. I see. I am casting Meteor. Watch out. Wow, this is going to be something. Oh, Neo's starting the actual match, I think. I'm gonna melee you. Gust 1v1 me, come on, bring it on. Also, why is there a pirate ship in the background? Oh, it's the map. Okay, I see. Oh wait, we select things here? Oh. Map, library, tavern, random. Game mode is ponder the orb. There is only one. Oh no, magic hot potato? I don't think we want that. Which one's... Okay, that's changing it. We don't want King of the Hill. Let's do ponder the orb on the airship, sure. Oh, we can do random maps. Here we go, perfect, perfect. Don't touch those buttons. We got this. I said don't touch them. Oh, you changed it to last wizard standing, Des. This is adorable. All right, try to knock each other off the stage. The last player left wins. I also don't remember what the controls were. This is gonna be fine. I have a spell. How do I cast? That button? Ah, that button. Gus has already been knocked out. So you have to pick up spells and there are... Wow. Okay, that's a trapdoor. Good to know. Good to know. This is a little chaotic. But that's also good. It's meant to be whimsical, right? Can I get a spell? No. No spells for me. Gust, how dare you?
You look disgusting.
Thank you, game. I don't even know what I just picked up. Oh! Okay, the ice spell might be a little overpowered. Timer hasn't started. Thank you. Grail misses something important. I think that was Blink. Okay, so it looks like you can hold 2 spells at once. I think. Jazzy and Neo, what you doing down there? Get out of there, Neo. Just count. Ah! Wow, someone just hit Mediate, please. I'm out. If you're on controller, it's R1 or right bumper to cast a spell. Maximum Cheese has got it figured out. And it's left trigger to use melee.
You look disgusting.
Neo is out as well. I'm just enjoying... Oh, today's tea choice is an Irish breakfast, if anyone cares. Gust has appropriately been blown away by a gust.
You were so pathetic.
It's down to Mediate, Maximum Cheese, and Dez. Bye. That one is a little overpowered. Des, you don't know you cannot use spells? Well, you have to pick them up from the blue glowy bits first. You currently don't have any spells. And you're in trouble because Maximum Cheese, never mind, just killed themselves. Des wins by default! Great job, Des. Yeah, so you have to pick up spells first, and then you can actually cast them. So these little blue things, you pick up a spell from here, and it looks like you can hold up to 2 at once, and then it's just right bumper. Jeez. Alright, let's try that again. I'm kind of picking up what this game's putting down. We could do something fun with this. That was Last Wizard Standing. Let's try Ponder the Orb. Let's not do the airship again. Let's do a different one. Let's do Ponder the Orb in the library. That sounds good. We'll try a couple of different maps, a couple of different modes. Sorry, Gust. I had to. Alright, 3, 2, 1. And it crashed. Okay. Well, we got crashed desktop. I don't know if that crashed everyone else. Des, I was looking at yours. Didn't look like you had a spell, at least not when I read your comment. Both of the things in the bottom right were blank. Didn't crash you? Okay, no, it just crashed for me then. I don't know if you guys are still in the game? It dropped you out of the lobby. Okay, so let's rejoin then. I'll rehost. Come join the new lobby. Yeah, it crashed for me for some reason. I think it might have been that particular map, so we'll just avoid the library. But I appreciate that it's zoomed in here so I can see. Oh, look at it. You can even see the little, like, shopkeeper guy here. Would you like a black hole? Well, that just killed myself, so fantastic. But yeah, some of them you can aim with the right thumbstick. And in fact, they even included a little controls bit over here. I'm going to say definitely not a good tutorial. There we go. The camera zoom is nice. That's cool. The right trigger is a basic spell. Cool. You do Y. Right thumbstick? No. Square/X to interact or ponder. We don't know what that is yet. Wait, can you interact with the dude that's up here? Hold up a sec. You need a black hole. Or a giant rock, I guess. Shopkeeper? No, the shopkeeper's gone. Never mind. Okay, let's get this set up again. Calm down, guys. We want Ponder the Orb. We're not going to do the library. We'll do the tavern instead, shall we? Let's see if this works. Ow. Okay. It's loading. That's good. And unfortunately, it crashed again. Low-level fatal error. Renaming an object on top of an existing object is not allowed. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe it's the orb mode that's the problem. So we'll try a different game mode. We're going to narrow it down and see what the issue is. We'll try that again. Rehost. We're in. At least it's quick to get in and out of. But yeah, considering it's a student project, I was not expecting this to be perfect. Woo. Icy patch on the ground. Have fun, guys. All right, well, where you're all jumping back in, let's not do Ponder the Orb. We can do King of the Hill. That should be appropriately crazy. Thank you. Oh god, I just got the random spell one. Sorry guys, I am not controlling this. Triple kill! Quad kill! Alright, yeah, King of the Hill in the castle. Alright, hang on, let's just wait a sec, make sure we got everyone. Got Jazzy, Mediate. I don't know who Linux is. Alright, well, we're going in because we pushed start. Please work this time. Yes, okay, this does work. Stand around the hill to fill the bar. Alright, let's go. We're in a graveyard. I thought I selected tavern, but it's fine. Also, we have 8 people playing, which is incredible. Des just started in the area. No. Mine. I have no spells. Here, my sword. I'll take that, thank you. Jump!
How about you actually read the spell tome next time?
Okay, where's the hotspot? It keeps moving. Ah! Oh, the physics-based attacks are actually kind of hilarious. Oh, it moved again, dang it. Okay. Yeah, I think they're onto something here with the formula. It's a little janky as it is, but... Oh, good lord. Alright, let's get a spell and then dive into the mix. Okay, that's a lot. There's no way I survived that, is there? Oh, I did. Cool. Where's the actual heal move to now? And why is there a ghost following me? Okay, if you get hit by a ghost, you get paralyzed for a second. Love that. Oh, you follow the little golem guy. I see.
Call that a spell.
He keeps moving. Stand still, my guy. I don't even know what killed me there, but that was incredible. Excuse me, I would like to have this. No! Dang it. Yeah, this gives strong magicka if it were Neo! Oh my god! My guy. No. Bad. Alright, I'm just gonna hang out here for a hot second. Bad Neo. Just ignore all magic, use swords. Feels like instructions we're giving ChatGPT. Bye, Mediate. Bye, Neo. Oh, he didn't die.
You call that a spell?
Come on.
That's various.
Oh. I don't know what spell that is, but it looks good. Okay. Come on. And the fact there's no health, it's all just physics-based combat, I think makes it even better. I would legitimately love to see a game like this get made by devs with more of a budget.
Tames can't even spell.
How did I zoom the camera in there? It's been zoomed out this entire time. Come here. Come here. Okay.
This, you bookworm.
I don't know what I did to zoom the camera in, but I don't seem to be able to zoom it back out. Weird. How did I do that? Well, we're here now. Grab that. There he goes. I don't have any spells. We're all here. At least this is easier for you guys to see what's happening. Okay, I have an ice spell. I think that's what that is. Where's the guy? Oh, he's going back up that way. And we go shwoom. Sorry, Mediate. Where'd he go?
Ponder this.
I think Neo is lagging out by the look of it. You guys are just having a duel over there. I've been granted a magnet. Don't know what it does. And a rock slide? Yeah, it looks like Neo has lagged out. Sorry, Neo. Okay. Jazzy Cody's got the right idea hiding in the corner, I think. I've used up all my spells.
I can cast nothing.
What? I think everyone just got murdered there. Holy cow. I think Neo was just hanging out in the corner, charging up their ultimate attack. Give me a spell. Thank you. Oh, and we crashed. But Des won, I think. Their bar is full. So congratulations, Des, for winning. You crashed the game. Thank you. Also, a bunch of us got achievements for summoning a skeleton swarm in a graveyard map. Good on us. Oh, if this game were more stable, it would be brilliant. Yeah, I think this as a game on its own would be, like, you can't play this single player. You can't. It's just, there's no point. John, seeing as how the multiplayer aspect of the game is featuring people in chat, does this count as chat makes game funnier? Yes, I will 100% give you that. All right, guys, let's join back in. We'll keep trying a couple of different game modes. We've still got half of our time left to see if we can find anything that's stable. So far, only deathmatch worked consistently. Yeah, there's no single player. I wouldn't say this is legitimately good. It's very rough around the edges. I think they've got a really good idea, but okay, bye. It's just very rough and definitely not balanced. Holy cow. All right, yeah, let's do Tavern Magic Hot Potato. We did King of the Hill last time. Yeah, leave it on Magic Hot Potato, Gust. We'll go with that. No, but don't do the library. Oh, actually, the library should be fine. We think it was the orb that was crashing it. So we'll try it. I might have started that too soon, though. Avoid the wizard with the hot potato. If you have it, get rid of it. Oh, so Jazzy, I think you've got the hot potato. I don't know how you get rid of it, though. You just touch someone? There we go. Linux has it. So I think it looks like if you have the hot potato too long, you die. Jazzy, stay away. Back. Back, foul beast. No. Oh, God. You move so fast with that. Whoa. You know what? Getting knocked around randomly, not a bad thing in this game mode.
You were so pathetic.
Don't tell anyone that I'm just hiding in the corner. What? Hit me. Okay, do I get punished for that? No, you don't get punished for dying. Interesting. Oh, and now I have the hot potato. I'm coming to get you. Okay, I think I did pass that on to someone. Yes. Go me. I'll take that. I just saved you. You're welcome. Also, I don't know how I zoomed the camera in last time. Ah, right thumbstick maybe?
How about you actually read this spell?
Yeah, that seems to be it. Oh, oh. Please don't try. Whoa. Okay. Goodbye.
Ponder this.
Oh. Okay. Gust has got the thing again. And I'm frozen. Fantastic. Well, at least Gust is too. Can't get me if you're frozen next to me. SteamDB says this is the most concurrent plays it's had since launch day. Go us! We are going to single-handedly revive this game. On Australian ping. Linux, you have the potato. You need to survive. Gotta pass it to someone. You're gonna blow up. Oh, bye. Alright, Mediate, UV me. Oh, I'm still here. And goodbye. What a weird game mode. It's kind of reverse hot potato.
That's barely a
and now is it gonna crash? It didn't! We live! It's just a weird genre blend. I don't know. I don't think it is a weird genre blend. It is just an arcade multiplayer game. I don't think it's a weird genre blend. There is character customization? Where? So I'm just being levitated. Oh. That was fun. Bye. Come on, you can't tell me that's not satisfying. Is this character customization? Where is the character customization? I need to see what the options are. Do I ponder the orb? No. Jazzy Caddy? Where is the character customization? It's not here. Is it on the main menu? Did I miss it there? Oh, here. That button. Aha! I found it. Okay. You can give yourself extra hats. Heck yes. Top hat for the win. And... what is that? I kind of like the sword. It feels good for bopping things out of the way, but at least I can be green now. I'll take that. Alright, any other controls here that I was missing? Move. D-pad doesn't seem to do anything. That's fine. I mediate. Okay, that's not my fault. I didn't shoot the rock. Bye. Torchburner, on the extremely slim chance any of the devs are reading this chat, if you do remake this game, please keep the wild physics and goofy ass sound effects. I agree. It gives it a lot of charm. The game would not be the same without it. Alright, Gust over here trying to be responsible. Yeah, we can do more Last Wizard Standing. Ooh, yeah, that looks like a cool map. Good choice, Gust. Let's do it. Get this started. Bye, Gust. Nice knowing you. No, it doesn't work. Ah. They need to fix these crashes. That'll go a long way. I mean, I don't want to complain too much because it's free. All right, let's get back in. I want to do at least one more round that hopefully works. All right. Rehost. And for some reason, it keeps like deselecting the game once you get into it. So I have to click back into it to make it work. Sorry for hitting you when you were looking at the controls. Yeah, the crashes seem to be for the host only. I don't know why. Also, sometimes the UI just disappears. Oh, that's Magic Missile. Good luck, Maximum Cheese. Oh, you dodged it. Good job. Alright, let's try again. Not ponder the orb. Magic Hot Potato was a bit eh. We'll do Last Wizard Standing. We tried to do... oh, forest map. Yeah, let's do the forest. Let's go. And hopefully it works. I might have pressed it too soon because not everyone was here. That also crashes. Okay, good. You know, I'm going to try to repair the game because maybe something downloaded badly on my side. Where is this? I always forget. It's under properties. Not there. Install file. Verify integrity. Okay. No, everything's successfully validated, so it does seem to be a problem with the host. Let's try something. Let's have someone else host and see if it does the same thing. So I'm just gonna call it Matey8. Would you mind trying to host? And we'll join yours and see if it still happens. Raven, there was a post that said it would start happening after a few matches, and the dev says it was patched. Does not appear to have been patched, unfortunately. We'll join. Matey8 and not great. Oh, we've got overlapping text. Although I don't think that's a tile anymore, but we've got it. We will join. Okay, the join button doesn't work like that. There we go. All right, we're in Matey8. Let's see what we get from this side. We have someone who's just called player name. 2 people just called player name. No idea who you guys are. Oh, there we go. It loaded in. Just took a bit. All right, we'll see if this still ends up being problematic or not. No. Okay, we did not want Ponder the Orb. Last words are standing. I'm also cool with the random map. Whoever you are. Okay, fine. I'll let you do it. Whoop. Never mind. Not today. Don't want King of the Hill. Don't want that. Come on. Too many times. Last words are standing. There we go. Random map. Perfect. No, we... Jazzy! We had it. We're good. Yeah. That's good. Perfect. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. 5. Well. Okay. Let's see what happens. Kane, you get ads for tractors. Hang on. What? I was like, what is this hyper-realistic water? Okay. Well, that works. That's good. Maybe it is a me problem. Bye, Matey8. So good to know you can just camp spells down here. Oh, I got stuck. Come on, move. What on earth is happening? There's something else up the top here, just casting spells. Ow! Okay. First death. Where am I? I'm down there. Cool. No, I apparently don't have any spells. I'm also just blue and I don't know why. Okay, that was close. Oh, what? Where did that come from? Alright. But I didn't lose a life? Yeah, none of my spells seem to be working anymore. Alright, sure. Have at thee. We shall duel. You duelled better than me.
Ponder this, you bookworm.
Okay. The game says I still have a life, but I'm most definitely not in the game. So we've definitely had a bug. Oh yeah, if we haven't marked a bug, good, we've got it. Good. A tip for myself next time, do not use Tornado, it hits you as soon as you cast it. Just don't use it while running forwards. Oh, the blue's from one of the spells. Yeah, it just seems to be permanently on me. So yeah, on my UI it says I still have 1 life left, although I definitely don't.
I would disqualify you if you went so
Good luck to Maximum Cheese and whoever the other person is. There are actually quite a lot of really cool ideas with this game. So I'm just going to turn the sound down a little. Not all the way, just there. Realize how loud that might still be on your side.
That's better.
There we go. Okay, well, we had a successful round. We didn't crash. Let's see if we can have a second round with no crashes. Ow! Yeah, UI more often than not says unknown player name for a lot of people. Seems to change depending on if you're the host or not. God, so many of the spells are just one-hit kill things, and I'm absolutely okay with that. It seems to be any spell that you can just point in a direction, and it has a high chance of killing someone is the way to go. The tornado is 100% overpowered. And my player model has vanished. Oh, we're back. Okay. Wait, yeah. So, yeah, Gus, go ahead and pick some stages and stuff. What are we going to be playing? I don't remember giving you permission to do that. How dare you? Actually, you know what this reminds me of? This a game I saw someone playing recently. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a wizard-centric game where you had to cast spells by saying them out loud in voice chat. Oh, okay, we crashed this time. Gotcha. All right, well, that gets the old F4 treatment. So it seems to be the second round after you host causes it to crash. We've got time for one more, so this time then let's, Gust, if you want to be host, let's see if it works for you to test this theory. So quit is the only button that has pop-up text, which is surprising. Every other button does nothing, but if you hover over quit, it just says quits the game. Maximum Cheese, how do you redeem a bingo free space? It should just be exclamation redeem space free space. There's also a command to let you see all the available commands if you need to. Yeah, do exclamation help should do the trick. Okay. No, I don't want to host. I want to join the Propagust.
Joined the crusade.
Woo! Welcome, Des. Thank you. Okay, let's try join here. Yeah, Mage Arena, I think, is the one. All right, before we get started, let's check. Maximum Cheese, which space are you redeeming? What is the one that you want? Redeem worked? Yeah, Mage Arena is the one I'm thinking of, Raven. Accessibility options. Okay, are you also calling bingo? Ray, welcome back with your soup. I hope it is tasty. You said it was carrot and something from memory. Because if you want to maximum cheese, if you have now got bingo, you can also do exclamation redeem space bingo, and that will call it for you. Yeah, there we go. They're calling bingo. Let's have a look. Maximum cheese, where are you? Going to find you. I have a very particular set of skills that make it so I can't read. There we go. Okay, release date after 2020. Accessibility options. Less than 200 reviews, magic and text overlapping something. Congratulations, that is a bingo. Nicely done. All right, let's go ahead and give you your bingo point. If I can find the right thing.
3,883 joined the crusade.
Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Maximum cheese. That is 1 bingo point for you, and it does get you onto the scoreboard as well. Let me just fix that up. There is my leaderboard there. Can't wait to have a better way to manage this in the future, but for now, this is what we're rolling with. We've got it. All right. Technical name is Apple and Pork Soup. It has carrots in it too. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Gus, celebrating 12 months of membership. Thank you so much for your continued support on the channel. That is absolutely incredible. And this community and this channel would not be what it is without people like yourself. So from the from the bottom of my heart, like, full honesty, thank you so much for supporting the channel. You're a legend. And Gray celebrating 28 months of membership as well, which is a... Hang on, 28 months? We've been doing this for that long? Holy cow. That's wild. It just blew my mind for a second there. That's 2 and a bit years. Thank you, Gray. Because if I remember correctly, you were one of the first people joining into the Discord server as well, so one of the OGs. Appreciate you being here. All you people make this community what it is. I'm so lucky to have a bunch of just genuinely nice people here. Richard as well, celebrating 22 months, almost 2 years worth of membership. Holy cow, it has been a long time. Lulupa, welcome, how you doing? Good lord, what a stream. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, from the bottom of my heart, this community is only as amazing it is because of all of you being so kind and supportive. Des, remember being the first person on the server before it was set up? Yeah, you were there while I was still creating channels and trying to figure out how Discord works. Yeah, I don't know why I placed a new member message for that, but it still works for getting my attention so we can celebrate together. Holy cow. When we get to 5 years, we're going to have to figure out something big to do to celebrate. All right, we are unfortunately out of time for this Whimsical Wizards game, but I will, as we should, put it to the poll so we can decide if we're going to be playing more of it or if we move on to something else. So the poll is up now. Get your votes in, decide what we're going to do. While you're voting, some final thoughts on this particular game. I think I kind of summarized it already. It feels like what would happen if you had a team that tried to recreate just the PvP elements of Magicka and went all in on making it physics-based instead of like health and damage-based. So I think there's something really interesting going on here, and I would love to see it get more fleshed out and turned into a full game, because it feels like something between like what's called like Gang Beasts levels of silly nonsense. Yeah, it needs a lot of bug fixing and a lot of polish. But if this got turned into a full-fledged game rather than what to me feels more like a demo or like a tech demo of what they could make, I honestly think it would do quite well. Be great fun to play with friends. All right. Poll is closed. We have decided it is time to spin the wheel. Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you very, very much, the man with the plan, for the suggestion. That was worth it. Let's jump back over to our wheel then. Just make sure we're streaming the right thing. Yeah, perfect. Whimsical Wizardry is done. I have to make sure I save this. Otherwise, it's going to come back on the wheel. We're going to jump over to our bingo size and get ready for another round. Ooh, we are moving to a 6x6. Fantastic. Okay. Yep, there we go. You've stopped spinning. Let's jump to here. Change to a 6x6. So we've got no free space for this round, but it will be worth 2 points. Scramble everything. Raven, are you ready to go? I'll just need to clear off the bingo list. And while you're doing that, we will choose a new game. And by choose, I mean definitely not actually choose. We're just going to play something. Don't think there's much else to see. No, I don't think there's anything else there to see either, Small Cricket. I think we saw everything we could, but sometimes people just want to see more of a good thing, right? I'm never going to tell them they can't. All right. Next up, it's Inspector Waffles. All right, cast your votes now. Is Waffles a cat, a dog, or something else? I'm not going to bring up the Steam page yet. I want to get your guesses in. To me, Waffles, I reckon it's going to be a dog. I reckon it's going to be a dog. Jazzy Candy, that's yours from this month? Ooh, okay. I will just gonna verify, just to be sure. Yes, Jazzy from December 2025. It was from this month. Don't know why I doubted you. I shouldn't have. 3 people said cat. Matey8 says it's a dog. Richard says they know this one, so it's not fair. That's fair. Daniel says dog as well. Torchbrenner reckons it's a guinea pig. Gray reckons it's a bear. Maximum Jesus says it's a waffle. It absolutely could just be a waffle. It's going to be like a plate of waffle to be waffles, though. Otherwise, it'd be Inspector Waffle, not waffles, right? I hope it's just a humanoid waffle, like the I Am Bread game. All right, let's see what we're in for with Inspector Waffles. Inspector Waffles is a cat. Or there's a dog in the background, but I think this is the inspector. Oh, not the art style I was expecting. We've got a mix of 2D cartoonish and pixel art. All right, let's get started. So we have got Game Suggester in chat. We have a very positive review score. It's at 198, so we only just fit in for the less than 200 reviews needed. It was released after 2021. Same developer and publisher, Goloso Games. They have made more than one game, though. The game is more than $10. It does have an OST, which is DLC, so we get both of those as well. Apparently, it's similar to Blueprints. I'm gonna say no. This is noir pixel graphics. We've got pixel graphics. We could add that one on. 2D dog crime detective. How dare they put dog on here instead of cat? What are you doing? Yeah, make sure cats is applied. I don't think we can take dog off, but I don't think dog should be on there. I've reported dog. I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to see what it would do. I didn't mean to report it. Okay, yes, but we're adding cats. It should be cats there, not dog. We have friend wishlisted the game and friend purchased the game. In fact, 3 of my friends have already got it. Jazzy Caddy's got it, Richard's got it, and Rise has got it as well. Oh, there's definitely a dog character, but the dog's not the main character, so it should be cat on here as the most popular one. Like, that's just sensible, right? Trailer, what do we got? It's a minute 05, so we have to see when the logos kick in. Also, logos here don't count. The logos have to be in the game. Oh yeah, that's a noir soundtrack if ever I heard one. Got that double bass going. Drinking milk at the bar. Patches must be the dog. Nothing nice about it. That chord progression, fantastic. Very noir. And we went down to the Meadow Heart. Step into the boots of Inspector Waffles. Ah, point and click. Okay. Oh, there is a lot of charm in this. Unravel a dangerous mystery. Probably wouldn't make a good story if it weren't a dangerous mystery. Today we're solving the mystery of who ate the cereal killer. Yeah, Sam and Max inspired. I agree, Kane. Definitely taking inspiration for that. Okay, so the logo at the end there. Hang on. Go back. Where's... No. It's annoying that it can always just automatically toggle off the trailer, but not back to it. Where did the logo start? Oh, yeah. Boom. That is the final screen. And that's at 0:58. So trailer is less than a minute, for sure. We definitely had text box or dialogue box. We've got an inventory. We can mark that off. I don't see a currency. There is a coin in the inventory, but that's not necessarily currency. It could just be a key item. I would say this counts as a log or notebook. I think someone's looking for it. Yeah, diary entry or logs. I think this counts because it's a notepad, right? It's a log of questions that you've asked and answers. So that counts. Yeah, diary entry / logs definitely counts. Yeah, that's dialogue box. We've got pixel graphics. I don't think health is a factor. I think we're going to get a cutscene, but we haven't seen it yet. Mate8 is redeeming a free space. Mate8, what are you redeeming? Or which space are you redeeming? I know what you're redeeming. Redeeming a free space. But which free space do you want? Mate8 is calling weird genre blend. All right, add that one to the list. Everyone can also mark off weird genre blend. Is Mate8 also calling bingo is the question. Are they just getting a head start? Did the noir sound? Yes, the noir soundtrack indeed slaps. It is a bingo. Okay, let's take a look. Bingo. It is time to verify. I don't know why it tries to replay. I'll try and fix that when I remember about it. I didn't delete all the cards. That's fine. Oh, holy cow. Mate8 in with the diagonal. Diary entries or log. More than $10. Same developer and publisher. DLC. Weird Genre Blend is the free space. And release date after 2020. That is a bingo. Congratulations, Mate8. That's wild. You don't see diagonals like that every day. That is 2 bingo points for you. Getting you onto the scoreboard for this month. And not in last place either. You're going to jump up to 4th. Ooh, let's get you added on. Where are we? There. 88. With 2 bingo points straight onto the board. Nicely done. Bingo feels a bit rigged when you can buy a space. The whole point of being able to buy the space is that some games just don't have enough stuff. So it gives you a mechanism to be able to get bingo that way. It's just a matter of remembering that you can buy those spaces to get yourself over the line and win. Because they are double the price of what they used to be. So people can't use them as often. You're absolutely right, Gust. But everyone earns points just by being here. Everyone has the ability, so technically it is a fair playing field. All right. In that case, then, we can just get into the game. Or at least we would be able to if I owned it. So let's go ahead and add that to the cart. I'm going to put you guys onto the holding screen with some music. Have a crack at Wordle. The bingo space isn't worth anything anymore, but at least it gives you something to interact with rather than just watching a download bar increase. Kane, can you just buy 5 spaces if you have points? Yeah, you absolutely could. The only downside is there is a 1-minute cooldown between people being able to redeem free spaces, but you could do that to build up and get yourself a bingo. The other downside is that free spaces count for everyone. So the more free spaces you redeem, the higher the chances are that you might accidentally give someone else a bingo. That's why a lot of people would tend to use it just to get the last space that they need, but you could do more if you wanted. There are other things that you might want to save up your points for. Raven is absolutely correct. You can use your points to add tiles to the mix if they're things that you see coming up often but we don't have a tile for. You can also use your points to remove tiles from the mix. So if there are ones you're like, I hate that one, it never comes up and it always screws me over for my bingo, I don't want to see it anymore, you can use your points to remove it so it no longer appears. Oh, I need to change the commands there. We don't have speed up or slow down because we're not using the treadmill. I need to change that. There's a new JoshStrifeHayes video premiering in 30 minutes. Okay, well that works out nicely because I was planning on this being the final game that we stream today. Just because I do need to end the stream early for some IRL stuff today. That'll mean you can jump over and watch JoshStrifeHayes straight after this. Thank you for reminding me on the thing we need to remove the treadmill bit. I will do that while you guys are doing the Wordle. So those I will forget later. I think that's on the help command. Nope, that's not the one. That one. It help store, that's it. Let's just take those off. Done. All right, I was planning on going back to the treadmill thing, but then it just got too hot and I couldn't get the audio to work as well as I wanted to. You'd always hear treadmill noise in the background, and considering that we are now turning the live stream content into dedicated videos, it didn't make sense. Also, is the Wordle not working, or did I come back in like right after you finished it? I missed it. That's what I get for looking away from the screen. Did you guys get the Wordle? You guys are saying nice, so I'm assuming you did. You got it? What was the word? Why are you all saying nice? I'm concerned. What else did I miss here? Redeeming game. Yes, lets you add a game to the wheel without it being a member and without having the 200 reviews restriction. Just a way to open it up to everyone. Alone. Tinter, welcome. How you doing? Appreciate you being here. You get a sneak peek of what's coming up later. Let's pause the music there. We're going to get into Inspector Waffles. Jump over to here. Okay, controllers are not supported. That's fine. Well, we got the engine logo and we got the developer logo as well. Not that it matters anymore. We finished with Wordle. So actually, on that note, Raven, if you want to clear off the bingo list just to declutter the screen a little bit, that'd be amazing. Music, where'd we go? There we go. All right, let's have a look. Options. We've got separate sound sliders hiding up in here. Language settings with a plus next to it in case you have localization mods. It did not detect the correct resolution, but that's fine. We're just gonna... Oh no. That breaks something? Interesting. The background for the title screen is not designed to go up to high resolutions because it accidentally zooms in on the image. Does that mean they don't have a 4K resolution image? Because the 1920 by 1080 aligns correctly. And this is the 2K. The 2K resolution one's fine. It's just the 4K one that doesn't appear correctly. Oh no. Well, we'll start the game like this, but if things don't appear correctly, then we'll have to drop it down to 2K resolution. It'll be fine. Huh. Can you imagine, like, it actually affects everything in the game? It's like, oh, yeah, you know, you can't solve this puzzle because it's not on screen if you're in 4K resolution. Sucks to be you. All right, 30 minutes on the clock. Let's go. New game. Highlighted clues. By default, hints and clues in the dialogue are highlighted yellow to make interactions and puzzle solving a little more intuitive. If you would like a more challenging experience, you can disable this feature. Either way you play, you'll enjoy the same story, endings, question mark, and all the achievements. You can change this setting at any time from the menu. Yes, we'll do the extra clues. Just because it's never fun being stuck on a puzzle the entire time. Okay. We saw this in the opening, so we do have a cutscene. We would have got that. Ring ring, it's destiny calling. Destiny's called patches, patching you through. She looks upset about something. Who died? Urgent call for you, boss. But I'm retired. I do appreciate there's actually no voice acting in this because it's just pure visual storytelling and there can be a lot of power in that. It's great artistic direction. That night, We left the meadow heart, little did we know that everything was about to change. For Inspector Waffles. Chapter 1. The Dead and Alive Cat. Ah, we're about to meet Schrodinger. Midnight in Cat Town, and I'm heading to a new crime scene. Why do I still do this job? Could be anywhere right now. Chilling on the beach, sipping a pina colada. But no, I'm out here working day and night for this town. My mother, she wanted me out of this life. A quiet office job with decent working hours, and I should have listened. Mom's always right. An inspector's life is a dangerous one. Project Boy, how you doing? Loving videos, very happy to catch stream. You're here for the last 30 minutes or so? Came in at just the perfect time. And thank you for supporting the channel. But if there's one thing I like more than strong milk, it's solving mysteries. That's what I do. It's what I'm good at, see? Inspector Waffles on the scene and looking like a stray cat as usual. My fault, Chief Patches. Afraid I wasn't expecting to be working tonight. Tell me, who's the victim? His name was Fluffy, the boss of Box Furniture. Oh, I love their boxes. Don't we all, Waffles? So, did he off himself? Doubtful, but we can't rule it out at this stage. We've been waiting for you to sniff out the truth. There's gonna be so many puns in this. Give me too much credit there, Chief. Did you see the lady cat at the front gate? No. Why? She's a friend of the victim, came by earlier to see our dead friend here. She rang his doorbell and no one answered, but someone jumped over the fence and vanished into the dark. Someone? Says she only saw a shadow, but she says whatever it was big. That's what she said. Okay, I'll have a look around the house first. Then we can chat with her once we're done here. No problem, take as long as you need. Small problem though, we haven't been able to access the top floor. Can't we kick the door down? He's dead, he won't complain. Not until we have clearance from the higher-ups. If you can find a way to get up there without damaging the property, that'd be great. If you can't, don't forget you have a very valuable resource in your pocket. Valuable resource? What'd you slip into my pocket when I wasn't looking? Yes, a brilliant ex-inspector, able to help you at any moment. I'm not asking my mother for help, Patches. Yes, she was great, but I don't need her. I can solve this case all by myself. Well, if you change your mind, just check your notepad. She probably left one of her little notes. I told her not to do that anymore. Mind you, she never listened to me before either. Anyway, I'm gonna head inside and... Okay. There's a ball of wool. We're gonna take that. Fluffy knew how to have fun. I'm not gonna play with it, even if I really, really want to. I feel like I'm supposed to be able to see more on the screen. Or maybe not, the UI is correct in the bottom right there, but I'm just gonna check. If we change this resolution, do we see more on screen? Okay, good to know. Whatever you do, do not play this game on 4K resolution. It is busted. It is broken. It does not work. 2K resolution though, that's fine. That's fine. Maple Tower. Maple is the most luxurious cat in town. He made his fortune in supermarkets of all things. He has a tower with his name on it. Clearly a humble cat. Uncanny Valley? Finger slipped? What? I love anthro animal stories, but they still have very pet animals name. I know. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna have like Mr. Squiggles over here. Yeah, 4K resolution's just hard mode. That's all it is. You get to see less of the screen. Well, there's Fluffy's body just hanging out in the street. This dead cat's the reason why I'm here. If this all ties back to like cats having 9 lives, that's gonna be terrible. Project Boy, could we ever suggest games for you to try? Had a ton of fun with a demo I played recently. Hell Maiden is a fun roguelike. Yeah, absolutely. That's what these streams are all about. So if you are a member of the channel, which is as little as $1 per month, head over to our Discord, which if you aren't there, why not? Hang out. It's a fun place. Lovely people there. You can suggest one game per month to have a chance of appearing in these live streams. Is one way to do it. If financially that doesn't work for you, totally fine. Hang out on these streams. You will build up channel points called Aurum. When you reach 200, you can submit any game you want to also go onto the wheel for a chance of being selected. Nothing is ever guaranteed, but the more times you suggest a game, the higher its chances of being featured. Oh yeah, I haven't changed the game on Twitch yet, sorry. Sky is not here, so I forgot that doesn't happen automatically. It's fine, we'll figure it out later. Alright, let's see if there's anything in his box. A Polaroid picture. A cat at the beach with a red lighthouse behind him. No idea who that cat is. Maybe it's a clue. We love our clues. Okay, we have a Polaroid, which we can use. Do you know anything about this? No, I can't show it to you, but I can use it on Fluffy's buddy. It just says it's not working. Hey, Waffles. Waffles, did you find a way to get to the top floor? Please, feel free to use me for interrogation practice. Talk to me like you would any person of interest. As you explore, you'll gather items and write down clues in your notepad. After that, you can ask me the next unanswered question on your list. And from there, you might need to show me items and clues that are somehow relevant to the questions. Eventually, you have asked enough questions to know where to go next. What I missed there? Great, you've been cooking, so didn't notice until now. Didn't notice what? That we changed game? Daniel, 95 Aurum, you got tons. You get Aurum like every 5 minutes, I think, that you're hanging out. Okay, well, we don't need any of that. Let's see what happens if we go into the house. Strange. The bottom floor's a bit small for a house as big as this. Oh, doesn't really matter for now. Need to focus on getting to the top floor. Because I'm a top cat. A bust. This is the first time I've ever seen one outside of a museum. Fancy. There's a hole in the mouth, but for what? I'm afraid if I get too close, it'll spray poison at me or something. You gotta put your finger in it. Absolutely need to put your finger in it. Can we go this way? We can go upstairs. Hey, a vase. An old vase. It looks very fragile. I don't want to break it, because I'm a cat and I like just pushing things off shelves. I mean, I won't, but my animal instincts are kicking in pretty strong right now. This is a sculpture from a long time ago. Probably 9th century, southern Dago, if I'm not mistaken. Just call me Lara Crofts. Nah, just kidding. I know nothing about archaeology. Photos on the wall? Black and white photos of Cat Town from almost a century ago. They were starting to build skyscrapers. The city was booming at this time. Wonder if these cats would have enjoyed living here today. Probably not. Can't open this door. The handle's missing. Yeah, because people just totally take handles off doors in their house when they know they're about to be murdered. Store? What's in here? Nice bedroom. Being rich definitely has its perks. Back in the day, Fluffy was quite an elegant cat. He was rich, classy, smart, but despite all that, alone. Actually, there aren't any pictures of his family or friends in this entire house. Maybe Fluffy wanted to forget something about his relatives. It's a famous painting from Magritte. Wait, there's something odd about this frame. A hothouse, that looks cool. Hidden book. Only a book here, nothing of much value. It's The Great Gatsby. I've never read it. I probably never will, but it was hidden, so I guess I should take it. Alright. Let me double check the point cost for redeem the game. I may have updated the point cost in one spot, but forgot to update the value elsewhere. It is 500, not 200. Apologies. Let me see if I can find the thing to change it, or wherever it might be. Yeah, I'm not sure where the point cost appears for you guys, but it should be 500, not 200. Yeah, we upped it because we realized we set it a little bit too low to begin with. It should be a big thing. Okay, let's have a look. Got a skateboard. This is a very old skateboard. Looks like it was discarded here. One wheel seems to be broken. I'm gonna take it. I could find some use for it later. Might be able to use it as a doorknob. Nothing. Oh, stereo. I don't know any of these mans. I need to get out of my office from time to time. I mean, you do. You're at the bar. Oh, Fluffy was a semi-pro woo ball player in his youth. Wow, that explains the woo ball outside. Interesting. There's a letter inside the cup. Ah, Tiger, can't wait until the next time I hear you roar. Tenderly, M. Seems Fluffy had a lady cat in his life. I should find out who she is. Alright, let's get back out to the hole. Right. Oh, okay, that link has prices. I'll double check that. Yeah, the wheel is never going to shrink. I can't play enough games to make that happen. Can we use the skate wheel? There. No, there's nothing to put it on. Well, fine. Let's go back downstairs then, I guess, and talk to the inspector. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe I need to use it on the statue. Don't know how you, like, what the logic is behind that, but there was a hole. No, that is not it. All right, let's have a look. Clues. Fluffy was alone. We know that. I don't actually want the help. How do I just close that menu? That button. Okay, cool. What do you make of this skate wheel? You don't care. Oh, you can combine things in your inventory. I see. Can I show you the love letter? Not like that, apparently. Is there a different way to show them stuff? No, I only seem to be able to ask questions. Not what I was expecting. I thought this would be like a use items on the person. There's a trash can. A cat searching through trash cans. I'm such a cliche. Nothing especially exciting except for this broken screwdriver. Oh, Waffles, I almost forgot. If you want to see more about an item in your inventory, you can right-click on it. I don't know exactly what that means, but I bet it's useful for learning more. And we got a fourth wall break. There we go. But if you're just picking up trash during your investigations, maybe not so much. All right. Richard, yeah, if the channel grows big enough and I can quit my day job, maybe the streams can be more frequent. Absolutely, that would be the direction that I want to go in. Okay. A broken screwdriver I found in a trash can. That was right. I'm definitely an alley cat. What if we combine those? And maybe I can create a door handle using this wheel and this screwdriver. Let me try. Oh, it fits perfectly. Yeah, that's video game logic for you. Because I couldn't use the knob on its own. No. I had to combine these things together. Like a true detective. I made a door handle. Now to see what's behind this door. It could be anything. It could be another murder. Every rich guy has his own library. And it doesn't contain even a single comic book. Which is a shame because I can't read. Classic and popular books written by cats. The books is missing. Ooh, well, funnily enough, we have a book that could fit there. What happens if I put this book back in its rightful place? You just fix a shelf. It could be another door. It could be. I had a click, but nothing else happened. This is very video game logic, and I kind of love it. Books. Oh, brown books. Wow, it's a world map collection. Never left Cat Town. There isn't an empty space between two books in this collection. Is it just me also, like, having books only written by cats is, like, strangely racist? Like, that is real life's equivalent of being like, oh, I only have books written by black people. Like, hold up. Why? I mean, yay for culture, but weird. All right. What else we got going here? It's an old book collection. I can't make out the titles. All right. So something else clicked, but we don't know what. There's something else down here. No. Still can't get there. I doubt anything would have changed outside. No, nothing there. But we have the ability just to exit and leave the scene. That's interesting. Granted, you have books written by non-humans. Ooh, that's a scary question that someone could answer in a very bad way. Not me. I do not. I don't. The only thing that come close to that would be if you had like a book written by AI. True. It's not like saying I read books in English or I read science fiction. Yeah, it's not a genre. Like here they're talking about an actual race because cats and dogs, two different races in this universe. So it is by definition racist, which is really bizarre thing to have that like early into a game. Yeah, actually, you make kind of a good point. It could be a language thing. If in this universe cats and dogs speak different languages, then it's not a race thing, it's a language barrier, and that would be okay. But we've got no evidence for that yet. I only read books by frogs. It's a safe bet. Can't go wrong with it. So what would have gone click then? I don't think there's anything out here that changed. I don't think we've got any other items we can interact with. We've got a letter and a Polaroid. Dog slang, dog accents across the world. It's all about dogs here. Never mind, they've got books by cats and dogs. The dog books are just in a different section. It's fine. There's no other room here to explore. It's about evolution, when we learned to walk on two paws a long time ago. Glad they're kind of addressing that. Brown books. Nothing else here I can interact with other than just going back out to the hall. So what am I missing here? Ooh. I don't know where this bridge is located. It seems to be a great place to live. I'm guessing that might be art from like a different game these devs have made. Nothing appears to have changed in here. I didn't encounter anything before that was locked. I'm not sure what the game is wanting me to interact with. Dog books have more than just pictures. Just more pictures, gotcha. What do you reckon, guys? What have I missed here? Can't interact with that. The bus still does nothing. It just says it's got a hole in its mouth. And that does nothing. Something outside that I missed. Oh, they did say we could read the thing for more information. Photo of an unknown cat at the beach. Why would Fluffy have this photo in his pocket? The love letter that I found in Fluffy's bedroom. Oh yeah, we saw that one. Yeah. I wouldn't have pegged Fluffy as a lady's cat. I guess you can't always trust appearances. Fluffy knew how to have fun. I know, I would like to take the bowl of wool, but I guess we're not doing that. I can't ask them about anything. Okay, we're not calling Mum for a hint. Never. Anything else we can interact with there? So what was the click then? Victim fell from this window. If he hadn't been dead, he would have landed on his paws without any trouble. I don't think he killed himself at all. You reckon he was pushed? Anything else there that we can interact with? I must be missing something here, right? Otherwise, why else would the click have happened? There's nothing else on the ground level. I can't interact with the light switch. The bust says that it needs something. In the hallway, we've got the figurine and the vase. That's fine. Neither of them do anything. Can't interact with the chandelier. There's the photos on the side, which also just give more context. Nothing in the library that we can interact with that we haven't already. There's another book missing that we'd need to find, and that would also trigger something. But I've not found any other books anywhere. I wonder if we are meant to leave and come back to this later. Yeah, no books hiding in there. Can't interact with the closet or anything on the bed. There's just the picture up the top. Nothing in the boxes. We found the thing in the little cubby there. I think that's it. Like, I'm normally good at these kind of puzzle-solving detective-esque games, but I'm not finding anything else. What happens if I leave? I need to investigate the entire house first. Okay, so I am meant to be able to get up there somehow. You know what? Screw it. For the sake of this stream, we're going to use a hint. All right, call Mom. Ring, ring. Come on, Mom. Hello? Hey, Mom, it's me. My little Waffles. How you doing, sweetie? I'm fine, Mom. I just wanted to ask you about something. Are you coming over for lunch this Sunday? I don't know for sure, Mom. Hard to say right now. Okay, dear. Just let me know. I'll buy your favorite kibbles. You know I'm not a kitten anymore, right? You'll always be my little kitten. Can you help me on my case? Of course, sweetie. There's something strange about this library, but I haven't figured it out yet. There are some books missing from the shelves, though. If I were you, I'd try to find those books. They're probably hidden somewhere else in the house. Have you checked everywhere in the bathroom and bedroom? Sorry, bathroom? Where's a bathroom? Like, there's nothing over here, so let me just explore the ground floor further. What? Am I dumb? Door for the bedroom. Oh my... There's a door on the left-hand side. How did none of you point that out to me? You've been watching this the whole time. None of you saw there was a door over there. Right, okay. I have no idea how to use this object. It's a hairbrush, never heard of it. Le Petit Chaton Parisien. A lady's fragrance by Yves Chalarant. So cliché. Why would Fluffy have female perfume? Someone else must have left it here. It belongs to Fluffy's lover. A lover. We're gonna dig through the the litter box instead of a toilet. I love that. I'm not gonna check for clues in a litter box. I don't hate myself enough for that. Okay, so we found some more notes about the lava. Oh, and here, there's a little hole in this tile. There's something on the other side. Maybe if I give it a pull. Hide out. Why is there a book in here? Maps of Kazakhstan, 18th century. Who's interested in books like this? I'm glad I'm not the only one who didn't notice that. I feel like they should have, like, that'd be the appropriate time to have an arrow to point towards, like, interactable areas. All right, let's put the book down here. A secret door. I wish I could afford to have one put in at my place, but why have access to an entire floor of your home? This case is going to be really interesting. Hey, Grail, can you visit that hallway in 4K? The doors will be off screen. They absolutely would be, yeah. A secret office. What was he hiding in here? A piano. Nocturne, Opus 9, number 2, Clopin. One of my favorites. Too bad I don't know how to play the piano. Some kind of weird art. Maybe a map? Maybe anatomy? Can't tell. Well, cats need this for comfort. Most of us want to stay clean and healthy. I, on the other hand, just want a glass of strong milk. Ooh, lucky break. There's a hair sticking to one of the blades of grass. All right. Well, well, well. This hair doesn't belong to Fluffy. Looks like a dog's hair, but I can't be certain. Broken glass. I haven't got time to start a puzzle. I didn't think it would be. What's on the computer? No disk found. Everything was recently erased. Something interesting here buried amongst all these papers. Someone's written, I can't keep hiding these 2 books every time. I would like a door that I can open electronically, quickly and easily. Can you do that for me? Thanks. Fortunately, there's no delivery name or address. Good to know they self-aware enough to recognize how impractical it is to have a door that's triggered by finding 2 books. There's plenty of useless papers. Electric bills, installation CD, piano lessons, an insult letter. Wait, what? Someone named Erwin sent this letter a week ago. And curiously, among all the other bobs, a platypus. I didn't know it could be used as an insult. Sounds more like a password. Only a single piece of paper left. Mouse tails, duck grease, salmon. It's a grocery list. Fluffy clearly enjoyed good food. But why is there a grocery list pinned up in his office? Seems like something that should be in the kitchen. I don't like when I don't understand. I'm taking it with me. Hey. And this leads to another bathroom? So this is how Fluffy usually got to his office. Probably how the killer escaped too. I have to tell Patches about this. So that's all connected. Weird. Saw this broken window from the outside. Someone pushed him out the window. Strengthened glass? Whoever did this was very strong. Alright, so I think we found everything we need to now. Okay. Fluffy was secretly in a relationship with the dog. I think that's a pretty good theory. You could be onto something there. Alright. Let's go. No, don't crash on me. We're good. I wanted to go outside, not upstairs. There we go. Alright. Do I have more info for you? Fluffy's own, perfume floats house, secret office. Waffles, did you find a way to get to the top floor? Yeah, no, we've already had that. Alright, cool. So you got nothing new to say. Can I... Found a hair in the room Fluffy fell from. Could belong to the killer. Yeah, good job. Pass along to forensics back at the station. Okay, this is how we show them stuff. This is an angry letter from a cat named Erwin. Whoever he is, Erwin definitely seems to have motives for wanting Fluffy dead. Interesting. These are the kind of items you have to focus on when working on a case. Not broken tools and things you found in the trash. But a screwdriver is always useful. Blah, blah, blah. I do not even care. This is a grocery list. Mouse tails, duck grease. So rich cats like to buy expensive food. Shocking. Come on, stick to clues that are relevant to the case. This is a love letter. I appreciate the sentiment, Waffles, but let's be professional here. Not for you, Chief. The letter was for Fluffy. Oh, yeah. Of course. I was just joking. You should have known that, Inspector Waffles. I found a Polaroid inside Fluffy's pocket. It's an unknown cat at the beach and a lighthouse in the background. Do you know who this cat is? No, I'm afraid not. All right, have we found everything? Can we just leave now? Can't ask any other questions, so... Missing something. Oh, we did not find all the things. Okay. This game is very particular about finding all the necessary bits and pieces. So there wouldn't be anything else in the bedroom. Don't know why I went back there. That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to the secret bathroom and go through the secret office. Was there something in here I missed? Oh, yeah, blood. Blood drops. Fluffy was probably dead before falling from the top floor. That explains why he didn't land on his paws. I'm sure he was murdered, but I still don't know the reason. That's fine. We'll figure that out later. I don't think there was anything else there to interact with. That just goes back to the library. Yeah, it's very much, oh yeah, blood. That might do it. We looked at all the clues, but we didn't look for blood. I just want to see if we can end this scene to see what happens next. No, why can't I show you the thing now? I don't have the little R open. Do I need to open that first and then? What am I doing wrong? Before I was on here and I was able to show him things. Now I can't. Was it just because I did like that? Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. Well, we found the blood. Can we go now? No? What am I still missing? We found all that. Yeah, the obvious blood. The blood for Cusco. Is there something that we're meant to use on this? Yeah, because we didn't figure out the bust. There's no reason why any of that would need to be used on the bust. So is there an item that I missed and didn't pick up? Or do I need to interact with something here? Okay. Print letter, long list of insults. Ends with the signature Irwin. Grocery list. But he wasn't health nut. Mind you, he's dead, so it just doesn't really matter now. Okay, there's nothing else there. List wasn't a hint. Wasn't anything else here that we could take? I am confused. What have we missed here? Anything else we can do with the piano? That went back to the bathroom. That goes back to the library. Board is now empty because we took the thing. Definitely nothing on there. Nothing else hiding in the grass. I honestly thought he would have taken the broken glass, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't know what else we're missing. I don't see anything else here that would need to be interacted with. But then I didn't see a door before, so what do I know? Door from outside, so I'm pushing him out the window. Okay, we got that. Did you go to the right from the top of the stairs? I feel like I did. Isn't that how we got to the library? Yeah, that's the library. The library on one side, bathroom on the other. Yeah. There's nothing else in here that I seem to be able to take. Odd. There's still something like that. I'm just going to use things and see what happens. We're at this point now. Because the vase was suspicious, like I was meant to break it, but I can't. Okay, that does nothing. Is just there. Questions tab shows top floor. Yeah. None of these feel like they're appropriate to use with the bus. I feel like I am missing a thing. They also mentioned a kitchen, but we've not found a kitchen. Can you imagine if the resolution was actually still causing problems? Let's just sense check. We'll change that to that. Okay, no, that's the same. That would have been hilarious if that was the case. That doesn't give us anything to work with. Raven, you're reading a guide and you're a little confused by it. I will say, this is unfortunately not a good sign for a game when you can be in the first level, the tutorial to the game's mechanics, and feel this lost. Like, it feels like it should be straightforward. And I think it's just missing some little quality of life things, like having a button that highlights everything that's interactable would go a long way towards actually being able to make progress. As it stands at the moment, I'm just like, well, what am I supposed to do? I am confused. There's some really nice world building going on, but there doesn't seem to be anything else that I can do. We were on the top floor because that's the broken window. Or do we have to tell him the things? Oh, damn it. I found a secret office on the top floor, Chief. A lot of blood, too. We need to get forensics up there. Do you think the murderer knew about the office? Could he have gotten in on his own? It's hard to say. He could have been invited in, or just knew how to gain access. Looks like this is turning into quite the case, Waffles. Seems that way, yes. And nothing about it is cut and dry. And try to be a bit more optimistic, Waffles. We've solved our fair share of tricky cases in the past. I don't think now's the time for optimism, Chief. There's a dead body 5 feet from where we're standing. Perhaps you're right. We can celebrate once we've solved the case. Oh, there we go. We just have to tell him about the clues. They weren't clickable before. They weren't a question. And then all of a sudden I can click on one and it works. That is frustrating. Just UI design, unfortunately. Where's the witness, Chief? In front of a house on the street. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go and ask her some questions. Give me a minute. Need to finish my milkshake first. Seriously? That's the most important thing right now? I really can't think straight until I've had my milkshake. Let me enjoy it slowly, Waffles. And don't you go ruining it like you did last time. Talking about salty foods while I'm drinking a milkshake. Respect the shake, Waffles. That's great. Fluffy was alone. Won't give answers to the question. That doesn't do anything either. Wonderful. Okay. I'll ask her later. Here, have a look at my grocery list again. No? Okay, never mind. But that's... yeah. Very odd. We already had that. Okay, yeah, and now the menu's here. So I'm like, oh, here, have a look at this. Mouse tails, duck grease. What are you doing to me? Not this again. So sometimes you have to ask a question and then show them a specific piece of evidence. That's not particularly well laid out. Can't you see that I'm enjoying my milkshake right now? Chief, I'm just sharing a clue with you. I found a grocery list in the secret office. Good night, Kane. Thank you for being here. We're about to wrap up the stream anyway, so you're not going to miss out on too much, but thank you for being here. Waffles, do you think I'm stupid? No, of course not. Just sharing the information. Duck grease and milkshake. Ugh. It's hard to be a gourmand nowadays. You're disgusting. But you're still drinking your milkshake. You can't stop me this time. Let's go, Waffles. Alright, and then we move across and there's more here. Oh no. Lumo the reporter's already on the scene. This cat is suspicious. He always knows more than he should. Always the first reporter to arrive at a crime scene. How does he do it? He's Batman. Oh, good evening, inspectors. Is it true that Fluffy has been murdered by a dog? We'll provide a statement as soon as we think it's necessary. Oh, come on, Patches. Give my readers something. We have no idea if the murderer was a dog. Maybe it was a dragon or a unicorn. Sarcasm's the lowest form of wit, Patches. But thanks anyways for the tip. What? I didn't give you a tip. Chief Patches, you just told him that you know Fluffy was murdered. We hadn't released that information yet. Oh. Well, let's keep that little slipper secret from the higher-ups. Got it, Lumo? Waffles, let's go. You see the cat over there? That's the witness. Maybe she can help us out. All right, we're going to pause there because we are already 10 minutes over time. Let's get a poll going for you guys to decide what we're going to do for the next stream. Are we going to start with more of this game or move on to a new one? While you're getting your votes in, let's see if I can find a way to actually save there. Perfect, you get 5 save files. So, thoughts on this game? Yeah, let's pause. Nice. I'm trying to think of something positive to say. I will say that the atmosphere and the art direction is pretty fantastic. The writing's not bad, but I think it's let down by its game design. It's too strict on what things you need to do to be able to progress. Sometimes it's nice to be able to progress without having all of the evidence and be able to backtrack if you need to, but they haven't allowed for that possibility here. It's not the kind of game where it's, oh, you can progress, but you'll just have less evidence, so you might have a harder time getting to the right conclusions. This is, you have to do things specifically, but the UI doesn't help guide the player towards those key bits of information. So I think it's let down a little bit in that way. Maybe it is just more true old school, where it forces you to interact with everything to make sure that you don't miss things, and there'll be some people that appreciate that. I think it could have done with just a little bit more modernization in terms of its approach. I don't think it's bad, I just think it might put some people off. And that's always going to be a little bit challenging when you're trying to make a splash with a new IP. Our vote has come in. We are going to be spinning the wheel at the start of our next stream. All right. So that was Inspector Waffles. Interesting little game. Would love to see a bit more polish on it, but it is what it is for now. And I think for people that are wanting like an animal themed detective noir murder mystery, you'll probably enjoy this. Just be prepared to have to kind of battle some things that might be a little obtuse. I would have expected the tutorial scene to be a little more straightforward than what it actually was. It feels like the kind of puzzles that someone wrote out a sequence of events. It's like when you start a puzzle with the solution and work backwards from there, and you go, well, yeah, of course this makes sense because you know what the solution is meant to be. But for anyone else that doesn't, is trying to get there, it's a bit obtuse. Daniel, I agree. I think this is needs more polish out of 10. Fantastic rating for it. All right, we're going to quit out of there. Let's jump over to here. And of course, I forgot that my camera is off. We're going to wrap up today's stream here. Thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. Always a pleasure. Don't forget that all of this, of course, is in support of Jinglejam and Warchild. So if you haven't already, please don't forget to make even a small donation there. It would be appreciated. We have one more Jinglejam stream coming up, which is going to be tomorrow, where we're going to be diving into an itch.io randomizer. So who knows what we're going to be playing in tomorrow's stream. It could be absolutely anything, which should be good fun. I'm always down for a bit of randomness. We are also working on 2 more videos to hopefully have out by the end of the year. An extra Hollow Knight video and another Steam sequence video. We'll see how we go, but we're hoping to get it out by the end of the year. And then we are probably going to take a little bit of a break until we get into January, just so we can start the new year fresh and ready to go. So hope everyone looks forward to that. So hopefully I will see you at tomorrow's stream. It should be good fun. Would love to see you there. If not, no worries. Enjoy your weekend. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm sure I'll see you again soon. So as always, until then, take care.